Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. It's Brittany, your friendly plant loving internet stranger, back with another video. I'm just doing some quick updates on some plants that I've shown you over the past several months, and I wanted to give you an update on where my prayer plants are. I have a red Maranta and a lemon lime Maranta. I think that's what this is called. This one is just a stunner. She is a showstopper, so beautiful. I have her in this really intricate planter. The planter is so cool. I got this from a ceramicist on Etsy years ago, and look at the detail. Like, that's like all hand carved and painted. It looks like leaves, right? It looks like the leaves that are in the planter. It's so cool. And it just really complements the veining on the Maranta so beautifully. I love this combo. This is one of those combos that just works. There are times when I buy a planter and I envision how I want the planter to look with the plant that I intended to go inside of it. I have a vision for what it will look like when I put it all together, and then maybe the plant doesn't like the pot that I chose for it, or like it doesn't really go with the decor because where I have it sitting, the plant doesn't like to be there. So many factors to think about, but this is like a match made in heaven. This plant, there are two plants in here actually more than two, but I bought them as two plants. They've like multiplied because it's a little baby plant here now. So it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, 7. There's 7 plants in here. That's crazy. Okay. So this is a match made in heaven. They love each other. The plant loves the pot loves the plant. They look good together. My hope was to have a twinning moment with her sister here. And this plant was doing really well. Part of it was like my neglect and just like where I have it sitting, because it's kind of a shorter plant compared to the pot that this one is in. It is sitting on a shelf or sitting on top of a cabinet that has a bunch of other tall plants around it. So those plants kind of shield this plant a bit from the light, which is why the leaves on this one are so small. The new leaves especially are so small compared to these, because this one is getting a lot of light and she also just like loves to be alive, and this one is kind of questioning existence, it seems. I am going to do something radical, not that radical honestly. I'm going to repot this plant. I watered it maybe a week or so ago, probably longer than that, but it still looks wet. I don't really care for this pot. I have a bunch of these and I'm probably going to end up giving them away, donating them, because they don't do well. The plants don't really like them because the drainage situation is just not ideal. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with plastic pots. It's like an eco pot. There's like a specific brand called Eco Pots. I've had success with those when it comes to like repotting plants, but every plant I've ever put into these Amazon plastic pots, the plants have declined. And it is because even if I make my own recipe for soil, because this was like one of my own recipes with like potting mix, perlite, and I think some sort of orchid bark, the plant just does not like to be in this pot. It just doesn't drain properly. I don't know if it's because of these little tiny drainage holes or what, but it just does not seem to like it. So I'm going to repot this probably into a terracotta pot. Obviously not, the same one as this. It's one of a kind, but maybe something similar. Hopefully I can find a similar vibe. Oh, and if further investigation, it looks like this plant doesn't hate this pot that much. Can you see that? Those are roots coming out the bottom there. So upon further investigation, closer investigation, honestly, it looks like this plant does not hate this pot as much as I thought it did, because those are roots popping out there. So that's actually not a bad sign. But I still don't like the way this plant is looking, so I'm going to repot her probably into a smaller pot. that seems to be working. It's something about putting the plants in a smaller pot, letting them become root bound, letting them dry out for a little while. That's what's causing these plants to grow. I have a couple of other plants that look like they need love, and I'm thinking that I'm going to repot a bunch into smaller pots, or either start potting like all of the, not all of them, all of the similar clippings that I have, start putting those in dirt and just make a really, really densely packed plant in good soil and see how that works. But yeah, I just wanted to show my 2 prayer plants here. I only have 2 prayer plants. I think one of these or both of these were like 2 individual plants, and then I potted them together. But this one is on the mend. This one is like the ideal. I want her to get like her big sis right here. So yeah, I will be sure to update you once I get this one repotted and once she bounces back, because she just looks really unhappy right now and the soil looks disgusting. So I need to take care of her. That is it for these 2 plants. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.